Oh, you can't fade me. Oh, shit. Holla at your boy, the Z-Man, the motherfucking mud shark. Yeah. Coming live and direct from Tampa, Florida in full effect. We're doing it. Are we doing it? We're doing it. Are we having it? We're having it. Oh, yeah. We're having it. Woo! 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 Yeah, baby. Welcome to Cumia'S, Cucks, episode 90 in the books. Who would have thought we'd have 90 episodes of this piece of shit in this fucking world, this fucking Dabbleverse, fucking Hackverse, whatever you want to call it. It's garbage. Everyone in this world is garbage people, awful human beings. I wouldn't want to hang out with any of these motherfuckers in real life. They all suck. All of them. Woo! Remember the good times? Take me back. Do-do-do-do. Take me back. Do-do-do-do. Take me back. Do-do-do-do. Take me back. We're going to focus on this fucking piece of shit today because he's garbage. He's one of the, I thought about it today. I was at the gym getting my cardio in. Oh my God. Chat, oh my God. KB, go back to hating Chad. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore because you don't hate Chad. Karl is the most not authentic people in this universe. He's a backstabber. He's an opportunist. He'll throw you under the bus if he sees dollar signs or opportunity in views. I even thought about this. He's worse than Steel Toe. He is worse than Steel Toe. At least Steel Toe is unapologetic. Like he's like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. I'm garbage. He owns it. Karl thinks he's holier than thou. Karl thinks he's above everybody. Karl really thinks he's running shit. He's the mayor. I'm getting reports from Hackamania. He's walking around there and these fucking losers are coming up to Karl like, can I get you something? Can I get a photo? And it really goes straight to his ego. Worse than Ray DeVito. Did you watch Ray DeVito's stream yesterday? Holy shit. Holy shit. At one point, Ray says, I'm not talking about the guy in Tampa. And next thing you know, he's talking about me. Ray, you've lost it, bro. I mean, you've never had it, but you're gone, dude. You're Joe Biden gone. You have zero control over your show. Your chat's trolling you. Your guests are trolling you. You have zero self-awareness. And your ego is out of control. Jesus, God forbid one good thing happens to this guy because he goes from zero to I'm Mark Norman, Joe List. Why is Shane Gillis doing theaters? Why not me? I got a standing O at Hackamania. I got 2 standing O's. You know the difference between me and you, Ray? Well, there's a lot. There's a lot. But the difference between me and you is, do you guys remember about a month and a half ago, month or so ago, I was doing that run with Nick Swartzen where we did Naples, Fort Lauderdale, and Dania Beach. And I said the last show at the Improv in Dania Beach, I got a standing ovation. And so did Nick. And I brought it up on MLC. I was like, it was fucking crazy. Got a standing ovation. I said it once on my show. And then you never heard it again. And let me remind everyone, this was a standing ovation where no one knew me. Maybe 2 people in a sold-out room of 500. 2 people probably knew who I was. Okay, let's be nice. We'll say 4. 4 people came to see me. And I got a legit standing O being like an unknown. I was just Nick's opener. That's a legit standing O. You got we know this guy because we watched this garbage standing O. They knew who you were. You were the first guy on the bill going after a guy who didn't do very well, and they knew who you were. So, Ray, let it go, man. let the roast battle go. Like, it's like, these are the biggest things that ever happened to you. Here are the 4 biggest things that's ever happened to Ray's radio or his stand-up career. Him beating me in the roast battle. Oh my God. Holy shit. We know, Ray. You won. We know. I'm not upset. You're the big winner. You're the winner. You blew me away, Ray. Congrats, buddy. You won $700. Good for you. It was my idea. You tried to back out of it a million times. You got writers. We know, Ray. We know. And then after that, you thought you were the roast master. You thought you were Jeff Ross. Hey, Kevin, let's roast celebrities on your channel. I want to roast celebrities. And then you roasted Stuttering John, and Stuttering John wasn't even there. It was just like, you're out of control. You're out of your mind. You get this freakish standing ovation coming to the stage without saying a word because they knew who you were. And all of a sudden, you can't let this go. You can't let the standing go. You have to keep talking. You're going to talk about this for the next 4 months, Ray. This is your life. This is your life. We know. Your third biggest thing that you won't let go, the dry bar special. I got 2 #1 specials. Life Without Packages and my dry bar. Go watch my dry bar. My dry bar. You see my dry bar? You see my dry bar? My dry bar. I did a dry bar. I got a corporate gig. Dry bar. Fuck it, dude. Who cares? You ever hear me bring up my dry bar? Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? It did nothing for you. You still had a canceled show at the Columbus Funny Bone. Dave Stroop, I got a dry bar. Give me a date. I could sell tickets. I'm the next Joe List. No, you're not. I have all that dry bar. Ray, if you want to go pound for pound resume, I own you, dude. Chad's a Midwest comic. Let me remind you, Ray, I started in Los Angeles. I did 2 open mics in Ohio. One of them you were at. But I was an LA comic for 2 to 3 years before I came back to Cleveland. I was a regular at the Hollywood Improv. I was past, which you're not. Which you've never performed on that stage. We can go around club for club. I headlined the Comedy Works. You can't even step foot on that stage. That's a fact, Jack. Go ahead, John. Sue me because I took your catchphrase. That's mine! On Strikers channel. I say that's a fact, Jack. I'm hot, baby. I'm feeling funky. I'm feeling nice. We're going to have fun today because we're going to point out the hypocrisy with Karl Helberger. And as I love everybody on the show, they all have cute nicknames. They all have like cute nicknames like Lucy Tightbox, Jenny Jingles. They think that's hilarious. That's comedy. They all got cute nicknames. Will you call yourself the Mud Shark? Yeah. There's nothing cute about that. It's a disgusting slang term that shouldn't be used, but I use it anyway because I redefine the definition of mud shark. And that's a fact, Jack. Oh my God. What are we going to do? Hit the like button. Guys, we're going to need you to hit that like button. That's free to do. I want to thank somebody who sent me a Venmo yesterday. I'm just going to say AJ. They didn't say what name to use or what not to use. AJ sent me not joking, a $32 Venmo saying, I was at Hackamania. It wasn't that great. Super, super expensive trip. Keep rocking, Shark. Thank you, AJ. Now, I'm getting a lot of different reports from that. First of all, it was a bar gig. Let's quit pretending this is like some sort of event. It was a bar gig with 200 people. It's not that big of a deal. It's not. Melton even, I think Karl even said he just mailed in a show. The stand-up show wasn't that great. Good for you. I know people love community. They love being a part of things. They want to, and this was the biggest thing in some people's lives, like Ray DeVito. This was the biggest thing to happen to him. This was the biggest thing to happen. And even Tukey even did this video someone sent me about how It was unbelievable. He couldn't believe it. And he's like, it was unbelievable. Somebody asked me if I wanted a drink. I said, I want a Coke. And they ran and got it. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, is this your first time with an audience? Like, you've never experienced like, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Congratulations. But we're going to get into all of it. We're going to talk about it. We're having it. And I don't usually do the goal or hit the goal. I'm not a goal guy. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're leading in memberships right now. I'm going to tell you right now, we're at 720 memberships. That's pretty fucking cool. My goal by the end of this month is to get 800. So if you're in the gifting membership mode or mood, let's do it. Take care of the shark community. Love one another. Do it. Just do it. Or don't. But open up your tabs, accept gifted memberships. I will be doing a members only thing in Utah. I may get up the nerve to ask Nick to do the podcast. I never ask him for anything. Nick just gives me shit, and I'm grateful for it. I don't want to bug him. Because if he's doing my podcast, he's doing a favor. He doesn't need it. I don't want him in this world. He doesn't know what it is. He kind of does. He was asking a couple questions, and I was just like, you don't need it. Like this guy, Citizen Poppy, just gifted 1 membership. Yes. Memberships make me hard. Thank you very much for gifting 1. What a great day for me. What a great day for you. Whoever got that membership, congratulations. Oh, of course, Bill from Jersey out of the gates, motherfuckers. Gifting 5 memberships.
Damn!
We love Bill from Jersey. We love him. He takes care of the community. He's your head moderator. He's fair. He's honest. People like him for his personality and everything else. Jacob Ryan. Thanks for the $2. Karl's the most unauthentic people. Retard. Yeah, I probably said that wrong. Who cares? Listen, you guys can troll the fuck out of me with super chats. I don't give a fuck. It's nowhere near Ray DeVito show. Holy shit. Dislabeled. Who lies more, Ray or Dr. Chow? I'm going with Dr. Chow. I'm going with Ray DeVito. That guy is out of his mind. I don't even think he's intentionally lying. I think his brain is so fucked up. He starts believing his own nonsense because it's clogged up with booze, marinating on top of prescription medication, edibles, weed. I'm getting the reports, Ray, on Friday at Hackamania at that dirty 12:30 or whatever. He was bombed out of his mind. One of the comedians that was there that I know told me that guy's a fucking mess. And it was nobody a part of Hackamania. They were just at the dirty at 12:30. He couldn't talk. He couldn't speak. There was no way they were going to put Ray up. I know Earl said he was trying to get Ray up. Ray was not going up. Trust me. This guy's not going. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and just jump the line because your other moderator just went fucking ham and gifted 10 fucking memberships. Oh my God.
I'm so excited! I'm so excited! Show me the money!
So that is why I am better than everyone in the world. Kiss my ass and suck my dick, everyone.
Suck my dick, everybody. Jeff Closer, everyone. Fuck yeah, Jeff. Just spraying people with memberships. Just mowing them down. Take your memberships. Take them. You're a warrior. That's how you do it, baby. That's how you do it. Thank you, Jeff. Everyone thank Jeff. If it wasn't for Jeff, we'd have nothing. I just watched Mad Max Fury Road yesterday on Amazon because I just went and saw Furiosia or whatever the fuck. And at the end, spoiler alert, they take over the thing and they give water out to all the. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's just giving shit out with my horrible analogy. Poncho Pilot, any idea why Melton's been hiding all week? I don't. I have no clue. I don't. Let me call him and find out. You would think after the biggest event of the year, you'd want to come on and talk about it nonstop like Ray DeVito. I mean, how many recaps is Ray going to do? I mean, we're going on. Does he have to go live every night? I mean, I've never seen a podcast so not necessary than Ray DeVito's. It is so not necessary to do. It is such a money grab for Ray. It is such a money grab. Zero prep. His chat's trolling him. His guests are trolling him. It's fucking hilarious for all the wrong reasons. I watched the show for about 45 minutes last night. Not one joke. You remember how Ray's always telling you to pick up a pen, write a joke? There was zero humor. The only humor was that Northwest Ken trolling him and the chat trolling. That was the humor. Those were the jokes coming from the chat in Northwest Ken. But Ray was not funny. He was angry the whole time. He thinks he's the master of comedy and how comedy works and how stand-up works. And he's constantly telling people go to the kids' table and he's a professional, no one else. I'm like, Ray, you suck, dog. Ray, you suck. You're a terrible comic. You're not good. Quit pretending like you are. Quit pretending. I see through it. You hate it. You hate it. I saw behind your curtain. I know what you're all about. Don't get it twisted, Ray. Right when COVID was going down in the lockdowns and you were on these podcasts, I was like, oh, this guy is getting on. I couldn't handle you. And now you're exposed by everybody. But have fun next year at Hackamania, your next big gig. Okay? Until now, go to Europe Gyro's open mic at Kent on Sunday and do a tight 8 and then run the light to 15. Yeah. Gorilla says, I'm looking good. Looks like Bobby Heenan. Rest in peace. I'm not into dudes. Colt C. Ray can say whatever he wants, Z-Man. It doesn't change the fact that Norm Macdonald didn't know who he was and never brought him to the stage. Yes. Ray, we're not even in the same ballpark. By the way, Ray, I asked TJ Miller if he knew who you were, had no clue. Just letting you know. Just want to bring your ego down a little bit. Chad's just a hater. Am I? I think I'm just telling the truth. I don't know. I think I'm just telling the truth. I think I'm just being honest. Yeah, and shout out to Northwest Ken. That guy was trolling Ray, and he was making me laugh. He got it. Bill from Jersey says he took time out to come at me on Twitter for something that had nothing to do with him. He called me a nerd. Interesting. Corey Adams says Ray autistically repeats himself a minimum of 10 times. It is crazy how much he repeats himself. He'll say it over and over, and then he'll come back and say it again. I mean, it's just a circle of, the guy doesn't need to be on a microphone. He doesn't need to be talking. If the Lord made him mute tomorrow, he'd be doing the world and himself a favor. I wonder if he would repeat himself in sign language. He's always moving his hands anyway. Hey, pick up a pen. Harry Jane's teeth. I think Ray's doing Ray language, sign language. Just do that, Ray. Don't talk. Just move your hands around and maybe somebody will pick up on something. Learn sign language. Anesthesia Beaverhausen says, I'm pretty sure I met Ray a dark country road about 20 years ago. Yeah, he's probably sleeping there. Probably pulled over to the side of the road and went to sleep. Too bad it didn't end like Michael Jordan's dad. Whoa! 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 Anyways. Jane Warren says TJ Miller has brain damage. He doesn't even know his own name. You know what's funny is Ray was on his podcast the other day. He's like, yeah, I don't think Nick Swartzen and TJ Miller would be happy with Chad calling Planet Fitness. Well, no, he thinks I'm getting him canceled from gigs now. Even though I called Planet Fitness and asked if Ray was there, and they didn't know who he was. But in Ray's mind, he took it to a new level. I'm trying to get him canceled from gigs now because that's how Ray thinks. He's like, he's trying to get me fired from gigs, even though I just called Planet. Is Ray there? It's funny. It's hilarious. It's a troll. Call my gym, Ray. I don't care. Ray, call my gym, get my membership canceled. I dare you. I dare you. Do it. Do it. Call and try to get if you can get my gym membership canceled, I will laugh my ass off. I will think it's hilarious. And then I'll just go to another gym. It's that simple. You didn't ruin my day. I think, all right, you fucking got my, I don't know how you did it. I didn't have like a bunch of complaints like you did to the point where Felicia called saying you were fat shaming her. And they're like, yeah, we've had enough with this guy. They know who you are. You were on their radar. That's hilarious that you pissed off so many people at your dumb gym that you won't shut up about, that you gave up MLC over. You gave up before MLC was done with you, he made $9,000 from 4 to 6, but you refused to break up your schedule at Planet Fitness to do MLC. You had to like work out between 4 and 6 peak hours when it's the most inconvenient and all the machines are being used. Is that because you want to look at little boys in the bathroom, Ray? Huh? Is that when you want to take a shower and look at little boys? Because it's peak hours? Huh, Ray? Let's talk. When was your last girlfriend? Let's talk. Let's be honest. Let's go. If you want to keep, Ray, if you want to get kinky, hang out with this couple. These couples. Let's disco, everybody. We'll get to that. We have a disco hype train today. We're going to do it. Let's look at the phoniness of Karl. Karl has turned on Aaron. But let's go back to when they were piling on me and they were going on each other's shows. Steel Toe was going to DabbleCon. Steel Toe told Karl, Chad's mine. You keep stuttering, John. I'm going to take Chad down. And now they've turned on each other. It's fucking beautiful to watch the Cucks turn on each other. I've told you these guys were scum. They don't stand for anything. They're garbage people, garbage human beings, opportunists at the highest level. They'll throw each other under the bus to get ahead. And they all had one common thing: suck up to Cumia. They all were sucking up to Cumia because that's how they got a majority of their audience. And now look at them fighting amongst one another. Now that Karl found a new boyfriend in Patrick Melton, Karl was just happy he showed up and he didn't have to do anything. Even though I heard there was way less people at the Vegas place than the one in Lakeland, Florida, or I think it was Lakeland, or wherever they did WATP in Florida. He said that place was way busier than the Hackamania show. But Karl found opportunity, more dollar signs. He's like, okay, I'm going to cash in on this Steel Toe. After, by the way, Karl, it's over. You had every opportunity to cash in on this guy, but you protected him. You refused to go after him. You made up some cockamamie excuse like, I don't know what else to say about him. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's just, everyone. I don't want to go down that road of hate. Then you had Brian Johnson fill in and say shit while you conveniently didn't do the episode. But now you're all in. Now you're all in. You see Melton. You see me. You're like, I need to get in on this. Okay, but let's not forget, dude. I've never been friends with you guys, ever. I went on your podcast to troll you. I pretended like I was a fan. I wasn't. Never listened to a thing of it. But this is here. This is when you guys were all ball washing each other. You, Chrissy, Frank, E-Rock, piling on.
Oh, hello, sir.
Hey, what's happening, Aaron?
Oh,
Hey,
not
buddy.
too much. Just staying on way too long this morning because I wanted to talk to my good buddy Karl from Who Are These Podcasts. And
I
hey,
was going to say, you're on like hour 7 right now.
My good buddy.
I feel bad for you.
we're going to be doing, we did this when, was it Gino or Bob Levy came on? We ended up booking a time with them that they could do. And we were like, well, I'm not going to cut the show off and then start up a new stream and then get that one going. Just, we'll stay on through and then do it that way.
Hey,
But-
you picked this time, not me.
Hold on. Shout out Hoagie Mike. There you go. I'm a Make-A-Wish Foundation. You're welcome. You didn't even have to pay for it.
So don't put this on me here.
the
Yeah,
like
no,
button.
it was 100%. I picked this time because I should have clarified. Yeah, when we did it with Gino, I was like, I think I kind of like that. We just get through everything that way. So for you,
Oh my
I
God,
just
you're
went,
great.
yeah, let's
I
do
love
the
you,
same
Steel
time.
Toe. I love
All
you.
good, buddy. All good.
We are we are booking
All good, buddy. All good, buddy.
your new ally in the in the dabbler fight, and that is Stone Fury himself, Windy City Heat's own Perry Caravello.
Oh yeah, he was trying to get in with Perry too. These guys all suck, man. I'm a lone wolf. I'm by myself. I don't need anybody. Fuck them. They're just gonna turn on you anyway. I'm Chuck Norris and Lone Wolf McQuaid. Okay, I'm a Texas bounty hunter, Texas Ranger actually. You know. And these guys are like, oh, we got to pair up with Perry. We got to pair up with Melton. We got to pair up with Brian Johnson. We got to pair up with Tukey. I don't want to. Because I don't want to hang out with you guys in real life and pretend like you guys are hilarious. You're not. I don't want to walk around DabbleCon and watch people fawn all over Karl. You're the best. I know. I get off on this. Okay. I'm in the Isotopes. Okay. I'm the lead guitarist in the Isotopes. We play Rochester in Rochester. And sometimes we go over to Rochester.
And,
Nice.
Yeah, and Tom,
Nice.
we booked him on the show, and I forgot that Perry's out in California. So I asked Tom, and Perry does not look like an early riser. And I asked Tom, I'm like, anyway, Perry could do 10:30 Central Time, and he's like,
There's another thing about Aaron that he does. He'll have a guest on. He won't shut the fuck up. He'll tell stories. He'll do long intros. And the guest, he just did that with the Cumia interview that we watched. Cumia sat there for 5 minutes like, yeah, all right, yeah, Opie, yeah. yeah. So we're about, what, a minute 14 in. Karl says, what's up, buddy? And that's where we're at.
if you could push that an hour, it'd be all right. So I don't think we're going to be able to pull it off with Perry, but I don't know if you've ever seen Windy City Heat. It's one of my favorite comedies. It's so goddamn funny. And
you know what's so funny? Me and Tony Mazer were talking about Windy City Heat 5 years ago, and I actually know Don Barris and all the. And now all of a sudden, when Perry's did the Twitch channel, he started getting a little following. Everyone's a Windy City Heat fan. Everybody, Chrissy Mayer, Steel Toe. We've always loved Windy City Heat. Always. I knew about Windy City Heat in 2008. I talked to Dane Cook about it because he's in it as Roman Polanski. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of local celebrities, welcome to the stream. Former Major League Baseball player, the legend. There he is. Hi, legend. Whoever is donating to MLC, you may as well do it here now. The first 15 minutes of MLC is routinely sit down Zumock anyway. Wait, MLC doesn't do clips. Silly me. Watch twice. Donate once. Hey, listen, man. Hold on who you are. I don't need an ID. I'm good. I heard you on John's podcast. You knew what you're talking about. I'm in. I'm all in. In fact, when you come down to Florida, let's hang. Let's talk. Tony and I would love to get you on Mondays with Mazer to talk baseball. I want to hear the stories. I'm more impressed with you than you are with me. Trust me. So don't get it twisted.
to have Perry on, I think will be a hoot.
But you're wrong about Ray. I'll give you that. You're wrong. Just because Ray likes baseball doesn't mean he's fucking cool or interesting.
It was cool to see that he kind of got in on the Stuttering John stuff.
Your child needs
Whoa!
these key factors to get in.
Chad can't afford ad blocker. Okay. Run with that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Hi, Kate. I just sang your dad's song, Kate. You love attention so much, right? There's your attention, Kate. There you go, Katie. I sang your dad's song. Poncho Pilot, is there any interest in getting Felicia's Brit? Is there any interest in getting in Felicia's britches. I'll just say it right now. I already fucked her, dude. So, been there, done that. Dirty Dalish has been a member for 10 months. Holy shit. That's all.
Damn!
We are nearing a year together, Chad. Do you still remember our Mud Shark baby? Man, I am putting out. Let's go. I want all y'all in the hot tub. We're going to disco. Let's disco. Everybody in the hot tub, everybody. Let's rub a dub in the hot tub. Rub a dub indeed. All right, let's listen to these two broadcasters that E-Rock found and gave audiences to. Remember, these guys were the fill-ins for Anthony Cumia when he was in the hospital getting a triple bypass. He's like, who do we get? Should we get Bobby Kelly? Nah. Should we get Rich Voss? Nah. What about Florentine? Nah. What about Norton? Nah. What about Bennington? Nope. I know who to get. I know who will be great. What's that, E-Rock? Who would be great filling in? Steel Toe and Karl. Oh, yeah, and Gino. Just as good. Good job, E-Rock, you fat fuck. You loser with no numbers. Terrestrial radio's coming back, E-Rock. Let's go. Let's go, terrestrial radio. I want a show on iHeartMedia. Hey, Cumulus, give E-Rock a drive time show. He wants to hit the post. Let's go. Let's get E-Rock a radio show. Let's see E-Rock run the internet like a radio show. Let's see E-Rock run Compound Media like a radio program. A fossil structure. Let's give him the keys to the kingdom. E-Rock, you ran that fucking Compound Media to the ground. It's done. It's a wrap, son. It's a wrap. Go away, fat boy. That's what you get for turning on me, bitch.
I think people are just pretending to be Stuttering John and fucking with him.
Yeah.
And of course, he flies off the handle all the time. So I think that just kind of worked for him because I was a little confused about that myself. By the way, Windy City Heat is there any other movie like that that's ever been made?
No.
Where it's just one person's getting pranked the whole time?
I know. And it's just
Incredible.
like there's so many quotable moments. Like to this day, I'll still sit there like, why is the red bat even there?
To this day, you know, I watched the movie 4 months ago. To this day.
And like he just there's little moments where Perry becomes kind of conscious as to what's happening to him, and it goes away very, very quickly. I think honestly, the
legend's back, everybody. You smashed the 200-pounder. Yep. No protection, blew a load. The whole 9. Get that rumor going. Put it up on Reddit. Let's go. Let's get them going. Let's go. I follow Pat Dixon. Let's go. I want a disco. I'm all about doing things, touching things, feeling around. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, baby.
the way
Mud Shark's back, baby.
that movie came together, like I think Don Barris is criminally underrated for being able to put something like that together.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, it also plays into the
Let's talk about Windy City Heat.
Both suck, and we both get depressed easily.
But why? I know people like to talk shit to me. I'm like, listen, I'm a Bills and a Sabres fan. I've never won anything in my life. What do you want from me? Like, how much shit talking do you?
Too buddy. This is an hour interview.
Like you put him in there by himself, and he's like a babe in the woods. He doesn't know what the hell to do.
And isn't that funny, Aaron? Because we've probably both had that scenario happen to us. We're like, oh shit, I got to fill some time now. Right. I'm not really prepared. And what do you do when that happens? You never show up unprepared again. You learn your lesson. Like that sucked. I'm gonna have shit.
These are two broadcasters swapping stories. These are broadcast legends. Aaron, you know how it is as a broadcaster. Look at the friendship here.
Talk about. If anything, I'm guilty of.
I'm doing this for a reason. Trust me. We're gonna get to it. Hit the like button.
Too much prep. I prep for my show because I want to make sure that we're gonna have interesting things to talk about. and we're not just filling time. John comes on his show over and over again, and if the guest is 5 minutes late,
I got to remind everyone, this was over a year ago, and they're still talking about Stuttering John.
He's got nothing to talk
Because
about.
Aaron tried to cash in the Stuttering John thing. You remember when I told the one story with Tony on Mondays with Mazer about what John did to me? And he's like, oh, no. You're not getting into the John business. Steel Toe's like, no. We're not. You're not jumping in on this. I mean, they're just fake as fuck, man.
I started scrolling through his Twitter feed, looking for something to talk about. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah. Let's get to me.
And Shuli was just like,
what? All right. Well, anyway, I just wanted to show you that because I want to bring this up because now, a year later, this is why I don't trust Karl. This is why I never tried to make up with Karl. This is why I never really went out of my way to like, because Karl's like not to be trusted. He's a piece of shit. He's garbage. Where did it go? Is this it? I think it is. Let's go with this. Yes, it is. So now they're all in now. They're all into Patrick Melton. They're all in. Oh, it's Tigger. He's been a member for 3 months. Thank you, Tigger. Which rhymes anyway. Z-Man, you must take down Ray. He's drunk with power after his Hackamania victory lap. Please, Z-Man. It's not going to stop, guys. I said at the top of the show, this Hackamania victory lap is not going to stop. This is going to be, he's still talking about the roast, guys. He's still talking about his dry bar. Like I pointed out at the beginning of the show, I'm sorry to repeat myself like Ray, but about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I said on MLC and on my show twice that I got a standing O with opening for Swartzen the last night and down here in Florida. I go, it was fucking crazy. And it was as an unknown. No one knew who I was. And then you never heard it again. Ray's going to be talking about this is like his thing now. I'm telling you. And then it goes straight to his ego. Straight to his ego where he thinks he's Dave Attell now. He's Dave motherfucking Attell. Don't tell him any different. And that's exactly when he beat me in the roast battle. He ran to Dave Stroop. Give me a Sunday. I sell tickets now. And who knows what he's going to do now? He might contact Robbie Prowl at Netflix. He's like, hey, you probably don't know who I am, but I know Shane Gillis. I'm in the Dabbleverse. I know Patrick Melton. Long story short, here's the tape of me getting a standing O at DabbleCon or Hackamania, same thing. You might want to consider me for the next special or the next roast you do, because I'm a roast master too. Here's a clip of me roasting Chad on Zoom. Robbie, you might want to look at this. I'm Ray DeVito. Go to raydevito.net. My tour dates aren't there because I don't have any. I'm doing a couple one-nighters and Buffaloes at breweries. Because that's where Ray goes. That's where he goes. And Ray's taking himself down. The legend sucked for being a number 2 pick. Hack. Oh, shit. I didn't say it, my legend. Legend, I didn't say it. I'm reading super chats, dog. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're bad. Right, Borgo? Stevenson's been a member for 11 months. Thank you, Stevenson, for being a member for 11 months. Why would a 50-year-old man with no job insist on waiting until school lets out to go to the gym every day? Curious. You know what? I never thought about that, Stevenson. I never, ever thought about that. Yes, school lets out around that time. Wow.
And punt.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Karl.
This is great.
Karl's kind of become a pro wrestler. Karl used to have a show.
This is great now. I just showed you the clip of Karl on Steel Toe. Steel Toe went on Karl. They ripped on me. They ripped on Stuttering John. They ripped on everybody. Now, this was from 22 hours ago. Look how the year has changed. Look at Karl's loyalty to people. Let's just watch Karl in action.
Where he would find shows and he would critique them. Now, Karl is like this I don't know. He's like the nerdy kid who hides behind the football player and goes, and says we a lot when it's the other person. Karl became kind of a weird, I don't want to say it because I liked the guy and we would talk on the phone and we would text or whatever, but he kind of became a bitch.
The only comment I have on that so far, I love when people go, Karl used to critique other people's podcasts.
Look, I'm in the box. I'm covering up this guy I never heard of. It looks like I'm on WATP. Look at me. Hi. Hi, Karl's mom, wife. Hi, Karl. Who's that at the top? Vinny Paulino, Rochester's own. I'm on WATP. Let me comment on this. Karl, you're a phony.
That's still the show format. And now he's critiquing my podcast, so it stinks. And I don't like it.
Unfortunately.
By
the way, I'm going to make a call right now. Karl is not going to say that he was wrong about the marriage thing being a work. He's going to spin it to where either he was kidding or no.
I want to remind everybody before Karl speaks, because he's Karl, he prepares. We'll give him, Karl, you got it. We know you prepare. You love to prepare. We know you over prepare. We know you're all about preparation, but you also prepare what you're going to say. So this isn't off the cuff. You watch this stuff, you take notes, you write down lines. This is not improv. It's not off the cuff. You're not funny. So what you're about to hear is a statement he's already come up with. Let's watch.
No, what I really said was, no, I didn't say it was a work. I said what it could be was this, that, or the other thing. He won't admit it. He's he got too wrapped up in the pro wrestling angle of it. He's got to do the 4 horsemen thing where the day after we saw you get the shit kicked out of you on TV, you've got to spin it that you guys are still the baddest motherfuckers who ever lived.
All right, so this is why I wanted to play this. Because Aaron can gaslight his audience all he wants. Kevin Brennan does the same thing, just make shit up that's not true.
Karl, so do you, bitch. So do you. Quit pretending you don't. You gaslight your audience nonstop. You make up stuff nonstop. And then you pad the room with people that agree with you and laugh at stuff that's not funny in your wood paneling basement. You pad the room. Do this solo like the Z-Man and the Shark. You can't. We've seen you do it solo. You need people fake laughing at your nonsense and agreeing with you.
But and just say it, assuming that no one will ever fact check him on it. But the fact that Aaron says that I'm the one who's going to do a wrestling work, I'm not the wrestling fan out of us, Aaron. This is your thing. I know you are, Vinny, but you didn't tell me to do this.
You don't need to be smiling and laughing at this. Calm down. Relax.
I like how the snitch called you a bitch. I love that.
I know. So Aaron comes on here and he goes, you know what Karl's going to do next? He's not even going to admit that he was wrong. Meanwhile, 10 days ago, this is not hard to look up, Aaron. I did a whole show about you specifically, and I brought on people who know more about Aaron than I do, and I said this. Here's what I want to start off with. Here's what I want to say to both of you guys. The reason why we're here today is because 2 weeks ago, I came on this very YouTube channel, and I declared, this has to be a work.
Mm-hmm. I'm still with you, Karl.
Aaron,
I want to remind everyone, Karl didn't know what a work was 6 months ago. He heard me say it. He heard Bob Levy say it. I mean, it's just like Ray. They hear us say, we're pretty much every phrase, every saying, we're the ones supplying this, and they run with like Ray. Hi, Chad. Hi, Chad's lawyer. Or it's a work. All of it. They just repeat and copy. Lather, rinse, repeat. They take what we say and they run with it. He's a good egg. Stop with the good egg, Ray. Stop it. It's cringe. Jim Norton was saying it. KB started saying it. KB quit saying it. And now you won't stop saying it. He's a good egg. No, he's not. No, he's not. T.O. Hank's a good egg. He's a good egg. The legend's a good egg. Just because you heard it right, you unoriginal douchebag. Come up with your own thing.
Aaron Imholt came on his show and said, I'm getting a divorce from April. Some of the people have been predicting for at least the past 4 weeks, but even before that.
Give me my credit. Where's my credit? I was the one saying he was getting divorced before Melton and everybody. Where's my credit? Give me my props. I'm the one who called it first. Melton jumped on my heat. He took it to a new level and made a divorce counter. Give me my props, bitch.
There was a lot of
Whatever.
speculation about it. And I said, okay, this has to be a work. There's no way this is real. No one would behave like this.
Listen to how many times Karl says a work now. He constantly says a work.
No one would be lying to their audience like this and then come back and just say, no, guys, you were all right. I was lying all this time. April and I are getting a divorce. I went, well, this seems fishy. Why? How can somebody do a 180 like that and have any credibility? It's got to be a work, and April's going to show up on Monday and have a big laugh with them. Well, it turns out I was completely wrong. And so I wanted to bring you guys on to tell me how I got it so wrong, because apparently I wasn't paying close attention to what Aaron was up to. Oh, wrong again, Aaron. You know what Karl's going to do? He's going to say, I didn't say that, and I didn't mean that. Nope. I said it. I meant it. I was hoping it was true. I was hoping it was a work, because it's embarrassing.
And this is what I'm going to say. If Karl did not know that wasn't a work, he's the dumbest person ever. He's just a fucking idiot. I always said he's an idiot. I mean, because he speaks with such confidence, even though it's all bullshit. Everyone knew. Every single person knew they were getting a divorce. Everyone knew. We were calling it months ago. We saw the signs. Karl set it up so he could call. He basically said, if it's not a work, he's the biggest piece of shit scumbag of all time. He set it up so he could say that. He was dying to get into the steel toe business. He was looking for his way in. He's like, I need to get in on this. I got to figure it out. I'll just say, okay, I think it's a work. And if it's not a work, then Aaron's the biggest piece of shit of all time. Scumbag. Loser. He needed that. He wanted it. So he set it up with the work, the whole work angle. Because if he honestly thought it was a work, he's just a fucking idiot. Well, he's an idiot anyway. He chooses to stay in Rochester when he has a house in Florida. I've never seen a guy choose Rochester over Florida. Cape Coral is great. Fort Myers is great. Naples is fun. Cold-ass Rochester with nothing going on. No pro sports teams. You got to drive an hour and some change to see the Sabres. Like, you got to go see the Bills. You got to drive there. Like I said before, what do you got? You got garbage plates and Wegmans. That's it. Put my pants from here. The Isotopes. Nobody cares. Go to the Isotopes YouTube page. You guys get like 100 views, 200 views. That band's not taking off, Karl. The band's going nowhere. Quit pretending like it's something. But I met my wife in the Isotopes. We know. We know you met your man wife who can produce kids in the Isotopes. We know. We know. Nobody cares about surf rock with no lead singer and go-go dancers in Rochester. That's not true. I had all my work friends come. We had like 40 people there at the Carlson. They came and watched us. They didn't dance. They watched. Yeah, cool band, dude. Real cool band.
For the sake of you and your family, he was hoping it was a work area.
Yes, I was hoping it was a work, because if Melton and Chad Zumock knew everything about the details of your life just by watching your body language, then you're a joke.
Thank you for my props. Thank you, Karl. I would say the term, thank you for the flowers, but that's the worst ever. It's gross. We got to give him his flowers. Ugh. Yuck. I told Florentine about that. He's enraged. Look for a podcast from Florentine soon about you got to give someone their flowers. Anyways, Reese Broton, Mudshark total victory over the Dorks. I mean, that's what we're dealing with here. Just fucking dorks. Jimmy I. Thanks for the $5. Devilcon 2 has a dance party. I'm not making this up. With mostly guys attending. This proves Karl is gay. They have a dance party? Oh my God. Get your tickets. You're going to want to go to Rochester in July. You're going to want to go to this dance party. A fucking dance party? Oh my God. Kill me. I hope that's not true. It is true. I know it's true. Poncho Pilot, thoughts on John's gym progress? Stuttering, I don't know. Who cares? I mean, I have no problem with stuttering, John, but it's just like, we get it. It's been beaten to death.
Bam.
I just want to point out what Karl's all about. He sees dollar signs and views in Aaron right now, and he's cashing in. When I was doing it, he was piling on. I'm one of the OGs of all this shit, guys. I'm an OG. I've been in from the beginning. My beef with Aaron was authentic. Patrick Melton jumped in because he saw the views and he wanted to get a part of it. He wanted to be in on it. Use me to get in with MLC, get their audience. That's what he does. He grifts the audience to audience, picks them up, goes somewhere else. Now he's trying to get in with Karl, form an alliance. I see what they're doing. I see it a mile away. It's so apparent. If you really look at it, you see what the fuck they're doing it. Strangest part about Hackamania was the stage. What about the smell? Everyone told me it stunk. Stella B says it's a dance party for Pride Month. Wow. Doodle says the dance floor will crack with all the weight. That's right on the money, son. They all look like Melton. Mr. Farty says Mud Shark always wins. Shades at Cal says Felicia needs to get Mud Shark, and I don't mean with Chad. Whoa. You mean the Mud Shark? TD504 says if you drink 27 cores a day, the gym really won't help. It's all diet. It's all diet. Eddie Ift taught me that. The great Eddie Ift, my former friend, until he found out I was headlining the Stress Factory and he ended the friendship. True story. True. Eddie Ift is a CrossFit fanatic at the age of 53. I'll put his age out there. He hates it. But I will say Eddie Ift is in great shape. He is. Eddie, nobody can take that away. You're in great shape. But you told me it's all diet. Earl Skakel's in the house, everybody. He's giving a shout out to everybody. Go subscribe to his channel. I think he's up to 42 subscribers. We're having fun. Or is that your Patreon?
Hello. Yowza, yowza, yowza.
I'm hearing Earl was the best stand-up there that evening. He's the only one passed at the Comedy Store. MSO's against me. He's in here. MSO doesn't think I'm going to hit the goal. Chad, are you going to roast Aaron? I do it every day. I do it every day. Carlos Danger says, stop body shaming. After wife and kids house, after wife and kids house, I've earned my beer belly. Oh, I think he's saying after having wife's kids in a house, he's earned it. I'm not saying shit. I don't have a problem with Carlos Danger. I don't. I can't have a problem with everybody, guys. I gotta like somebody. I gotta be cool with some people. Can't just go around. I can't go around hating everybody. I want to thank Galactic Wrestling Federation on Twitter. Give them a follow. It's Generation GWF. They posted this of Owen Benjamin weighing in. I never thought I'd ever see it on the steel toe situation.
I was listening to Red Bar make fun of somebody, and I checked out their podcast. Like there's this, it's called Steel Toe Podcast, where there's this girl that got arrested with Nick Rekieta for like swinging and cocaine. And it's this huge scandal. And I was listening to their podcast from before that arrest happened, and I could barely listen to them talk. Like it just felt bad. And it wasn't even what they were saying. It wasn't like they were saying anything offensive to me. Their cadence, their tone, Everything about it, I like hated the sound of it. Dude, that whole saga is hilarious. They're a mess. Yeah, it's like their intention, their energy, it just felt bad in my ears. They were swinging. Yeah. Just, I mean, guys, you treat your woman like a whore, she's going to leave. You know, like, because that chick left and went with Nick Rekieta. It's like, if you're going to parade your woman around for money on your stream like she's a prostitute, you know, and then she bails, it's like, oh, why did she leave me? It's like, because you treat her like a whore.
He's not wrong. Owen is not wrong. You know, I've known Owen my whole comedy career since I started in 2004. In fact, it was weird because when Owen did the turn, Doom, I'm using it. When he did the turn and he went anti-Hollywood and he went to the woods and he was saying all this crazy shit and he got banned from Twitter and he got banned from YouTube and, you know, Kanye West was quoting him and it was just craziness. He was blackballed from comedy. Joe Rogan was talking shit on him. I was skeptical. I was very skeptical of Owen at first because I knew Hollywood Owen. I knew when he was in Happy Madison movies. I knew he was friends with Nick Swartzen. He was opening for Nick. He was doing sketches with Nick. I knew Owen Benjamin was dating he was engaged to Christina Ricci. He was in movies. He was on TV shows. He was at the Hollywood Improv. So I was like, that's Owen. You know, he's Hollywood. And then he made this switch and I got skeptical. I'm like, huh. And then I move out to Hollywood. Patton Oswalt cancels me. I'm on All Things Comedy with Ari Shaffir, Sam Tripoli, doing Punch Drunk, living on top of the world, showing up to the Comedy Store. Adam Egan putting me on right before the paid regulars, right after the open mic. Family and Friends. Every Monday had a nice 6-minute spot to do stand-up. Every Monday. They were booking me in all the shows in the belly room. The main room was Sarah Mello. Everyone was coming up to me. Hey, dude, what's up? Hey, bro. And then all of a sudden, Patton Oswalt gets involved with my heat. I suggest his new wife, Meredith Sellinger from Dream a Little Dream with the 2 Corys, sleep with one eye open, knowing in his past. And next thing you know, Chris Titus is coming after me. Jimmy Kimmel's sister, Kathy Griffin. I was trending in America, the USA. Chad Zumock, Patton Oswalt. And from there, my world was crumbled. I come to the Comedy Store, people would look the other way. Adam Egan wasn't returning my text. Couldn't get booked at the Hollywood Improv. Kicked off Punch Drunk. Sam Tripoli and I's friendship has never been the same since. Went from best friends that talked every day to not talking at all, and blocked on all social media. What happens after that? Godfrey's coming out to LA doing his radio show. I'm co-hosting. Get the call. Brody Stevens killed himself. Same guy who talked me into moving to LA. One of the guys, Brody. We're gonna run a mic in the Valley. We're gonna go on tour. I get him in the comedy clubs. He gets me on the baseball field. We had it all worked out. Had Chicago Zanies in the books. Had Pittsburgh in the books. And now he's gone. Then Bert Kreischer turns on me. Everyone starts turning. The turn. And I just became bitter and angry. I still had the Brennan stink on me because I'd still go out to New York and do Kevin's podcast. I do Burning Bridges. Then Kevin Brennan being my role model, the male figure, the big brother I never had, started to wear on me. I started getting angry and bitter, just like KB, as Karl puts it. KB, my buddy KB. We call him KB here at W8PP. And I just became angrier, and I started calling out people. I was going after everybody. Kelsey Cook, you name it. I was pissed. Bert Kreischer. I was angry. Going against the system. I was out of Hollywood. I packed up my car. Right. Oh, COVID. I was like, I'm out of here. Fuck this place. I'm going to move to New York. COVID goes down. I'm in Ohio for a month and a half. I'm like, fuck this. Fuck New York. Fuck LA. I'm moving to Tampa, Florida. I'm going to die on the beach. And I almost did. But the past 8 months, I got my life on track, doing better, doing the work. carving out my own path, doing my thing. Now I don't play by the rules. I do my own thing. Slowly, people start coming back around. They want to fuck with the Z-Man. They want to fuck with the Shark. I'm like, let's roll. I'm in a good place now. But going back to what I was saying, I get where Owen was at. He got bitter and upset with Hollywood. He got angry. He saw the bullshit that I saw. He saw the hypocrisy. And you get bitter. You get angry. That place is a soulless place. LA, I'm rooting for the big earthquake. I want that place to go away. It's a dark, dark place. It's not the same. And for the record, I was the first one to move out during COVID. I moved to Florida. No one was moving anywhere. I moved. Next thing you know, Jimmy Schubert's moving. Steve Simone's moving. Joe Rogan's moving. Steve Burns moving. Theo Vaughn's moving. I'm like, hey, motherfuckers, I was on it already. I was up above it. Now I'm down in it. So I get it, Owen. I'm with you, bro. I get it. It's freedom. It's freedom to just call out bullshit. I get it. And you're living your best life. You're living on the farm. You're milking cows. You got kids, a wife. You seem like to be a good husband. You don't have to answer to anybody. You're back on Twitter. You're on Gavin's Uncensored TV. You're making money. Good for you. The legend, Ed Souls or Charles Chuck Taylor. Know them? Of course. What do you want to know as I Google them? Would you like to know, legend? I'll tell you whatever you want to know, my friend. Charles. Chuck Taylor is a salesman, American basketball player, shoe salesman, marketer. We talking about that one? Who's in the Naismith Hall of Fame? I've actually heard of Ed Souls. I don't think I have the right information. Was he a producer, an actor? Whatever, man. Come on. I dare you to do that to Ray DeVito. Yeah, they're my buddies. Dorian Morgan says Owen started blaming the world that he had no Hollywood connection was his problem. No, Owen was in. He was in. I was there. I saw it. He was in. He was in with Happy Madison. He was in with Swartzen. He was dating a very well-known actress. He was in movies, TV shows. He had Comedy Central shit. Oh, they're Theodore Roosevelt grads. That's my high school. Kent Roosevelt High School. Theodore Roosevelt High School. I'm Wikipedia's notable alumni. If you go to Kent Roosevelt, I'll have to go check it out. Dabbleversity graduate. Wow. What does it take to be a Dabbleversity graduate? A GED? Chad, tell us, what was life living with Gino like? Did he do daily affirmations? Did he used up all the ink in your pens, updating his act constantly? I actually enjoyed living with Gino. I have nothing bad to say about living with Gino. I actually enjoyed Gino when I was living with him. I look forward to seeing Gino. I come home from Sirius XM, or I come home from doing shows or whatever. He'd be working on his sports picks, always in a good mood. We go out drinking, having a good time. You know, I think COVID fucked him up a little bit, but he was always in a great mood. Always happy to see him. I have no complaints living with Gino. I enjoyed him. Rough Rider grads, 86 and 83, studs. Well, I was graduated in 93, so I know Daryl Boykin. He played in the NFL. I'm friends with him. I graduated with his sister, Letitia. He's a notable alumni. He lives in LA. I still follow him. He looks great. He looks great. Next topic, Chad. Enough. Go fuck yourself. Go over to Stuttering John if you don't like what I'm talking about. Dabbleversity. Thanks. Very cool. The legend. Several Boykins. Yes, yes. This guy knows my area. I was actually one of my best friends was Tony Boykin. He's no longer with us. He died from cancer. He was a phenomenal basketball player. Roger Boykin was an unbelievable running back. He's no longer with us. The Boykins and the Wrights, if you go to Kent, they dominated my high school. I think they were kind of related too, if I'm not mistaken. Since Carlos Danger's here, let's pull this up from a while ago. This is Karl talking about Steel Toe because he was getting a lot of backlash for not covering Steel Toe. He got a lot of backlash that he let Brian Johnson cover him, and he had no part of it. So Carlos Danger had him on his podcast, and this is what was said.
Nobody Likes Onions yesterday was talking about, he was playing clips from Steel Toe. Steel Toe was talking about how if he doesn't want to do the daily goal anymore. So he's going to give himself one.
Hold on. Stallion19, go subscribe to his YouTube page. Earl Boykins, Denver Nuggets guard. Earl Boykins was not related to the Boykin. It's Boykin and Boykins. They're different Boykins, even though Earl Boykins is from Cleveland area. I looked into it. Also one of the smallest guards in the history of the NBA.
1 year, and he still has to do the daily goal in a year. He's going to walk away.
Really?
What he was. Well, Steel Toe sometimes will say something, and then the next day you don't know if he was just, you know what I mean? But that's what I heard on Patrick Melton's broadcast, and I'm wondering, where do you see Steel Toe in a year, and do you have any advice?
Woo! Where do you see Steel Toe in a year? This was 7 months ago that Carlos Danger posted this. Subscribe to his podcast. Where do you see him? And we see where we see him now. We know what's going on. Karl's shitting all over him, covering him, saying he's a piece of shit. He's a loser. He's a cuck. He's a cuck. By the way, how great is Cumia'S Cucks, everybody? Did I name this appropriately at the time? Who knew that this was the most appropriate title of all time? Cumia'S Cucks. And Steel Toe is a cuck, an actual cuck. I mean, I think they're all cucks, but the definition of cuck belongs to Aaron Emholt. I mean, he is the definition of cuck. And Karl's a cuck too. Don't get it twisted. So let's listen to Karl's big prediction on where Steel Toe is going to be a year from now. This was a year ago.
In terms of revenue for that show.
So I don't really follow what Aaron's up to anymore. He took himself out of the Dabbleverse, and I have enough going on that I haven't been paying attention. I told him the very first time I ever talked to him, he had me on his show, would do an interview. And I told him, I go, what you're doing wrong here is you're starting with infrastructure and then trying to get the revenue to justify it. You got to start with no infrastructure. And then as the revenue comes in, you can start to build it, similar to how Shuley did it with the Shuley network.
I also want to point out, Karl doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He gave me advice when my channel got struck. None of it was correct. He likes to pretend like he knows what's going on and what you're supposed to do and what you shouldn't do. All his advice is terrible advice. I just want to put that out there. The advice he gave me about my channel and what I should do was all wrong. Completely wrong. That's when I really lost any respect for Karl. I go, this guy's a fucking idiot. So this is dumb too.
Or even how I've done it with Who Are These Podcasts. And I guess to some degree he's done that, because it sounds like from the clip I saw yesterday, it's just him and April are the only people on the payroll now. Because he used to have,
100% sure, but yeah.
They have one other guy that comes on, I think, once a week, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, let me explain. Okay, let me break this down. This is what you do. This is exactly what Karl did, and this is exactly what Steel Toe did. This is what you do. You hijack Jocktober. You see what other people are doing. You make fun of Stuttering John. You try to get on fucking E-Rock's radar because E-Rock has a soft spot for shitty radio people. You bring E-Rock on as a guest. You make fun of Stuttering John. You text with E-Rock. You play to his ego because he has an ego. E-Rock likes to pretend like he's grooming young talent. Well, in that sense, but he's like molding young talent. And then he takes a liking to you. And then you ask for the big favor. He puts you on Anthony Cumia'S radar, and then Anthony comes on. You get to interview him. Then you suck up to Anthony. Next thing you know, you're on a show. He's doing your show. He's promoting you nonstop. You're getting subscribers. You're getting listeners. He starts playing your clips. He's sharing his audience with you. That's all Karl did. That's all Steel Toe did. It was that simple. I saw it from afar. I knew exactly what they're doing. I did the opposite. I shit on E-Rock. I say he's a fucking idiot. I say Cumia'S a fucking ball washer, pile-on motherfucker. I do the opposite. Is it beneficial? Maybe. It's authentic. Is it good financially? Not at times. But who cares? I keep it real. And the diehards that I do have, they got my back. The haters that hate me, hate. Keep hating, son. Keep hating. I'm not vanilla ice cream. I don't want everyone liking me. That's boring, Ray. He likes me. He likes me. I want Patrick to like me even though he shit on me and said I'm the dumbest human being alive. I want to be his friend. I don't. Karl, I never want to be friends with you. I never want to come on your show. I never want to be at DabbleCon. Suck my dick. You stink. You're a fucking dork. Your band sucks and you suck. You're not that funny. Follow me anywhere. I'm in Utah next week, bitch. I'll give you guest spots on sold-out shows, 6 consecutive solds. I'll go up first. I'll give you 6 minutes before Swartzen, and let's see you kill. I saw your DabbleCon set. You were doing Jim Florentine's joke.
Okay, so it seems like he's thinned out the overhead a little bit. Really, and he's a hustler. He'll figure it out. He'll keep making
that's his
money.
buddy. He's a hustler. He'll figure it out.
But he's got to strip this way down. This whole idea that in order to make a living, this is what's crazy to me, because I always thought show business is awesome. You get overpaid and you work way less. You know, that's the great thing about show business.
Show business.
And these people.
Karl thinks this is show business. We're in show business, everybody. The Dabbleverse is show business. Show business. This is fucking garbage. This world is garbage. Everyone in this world, this isn't show business. Show business looks down upon this. It's embarrassing. I hate telling people they're like, how do you earn your money? I hate telling them. I say it's comedy. I do comedy. You got a podcast? No, I don't. What's this Cumia'S Cucks thing? It's nothing. You know what this is? This is like doing gay porn. I'd rather do gay porn for a living and admit to it than being in the Dabbleverse, in the Hackverse. It's less embarrassing. It's less embarrassing to say you're in gay porn compared to the Dabbleverse. I'd rather say I did a gay porno than say, yeah, I went to DabbleCon and I hung out with Karl. That's more embarrassing to me. These guys are so not self-aware. They don't understand in this little bubble, this ugly corner of the internet that nobody gives a fuck about. They don't understand this is embarrassing on every level. That's why I keep my private life private. And when I do my stand-up, and when you guys are like, oh, why aren't you podcasting when you're on the road? Because I'm focused on stand-up and people that don't know any of this. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm stuck in it. I got the stink of the Dabbleverse on me. I don't like it. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't like these people. I don't want to hang out with these people. They're not funny to me. They're not interesting. But it's community. Have your community. Suck a dick. And a lot of people see through this bullshit, and I love you guys. Show business. Get the fuck out of here.
Or doing it wrong. Like even Shuley and those guys, they're on all morning and then they're on all evening. And Steel Toe is like doing 5 shows a day or whatever. This is just like, guys, like value your time more. You know, you like do one great show.
Hey, Karl, what about your new best friend, Patrick Melton? I mean, granted, not this week. Doing 5-hour programs all day, 2 a day sometimes. What about that? He's doing more podcasting than any of us at the time. Give him that same advice, you dummy. You dumb motherfucker. Oh, you can't. You can't. Because he set up Hackamania for you. He was your producer. Patrick Melton, the event coordinator. That's why he didn't have a chance to perform. Because he's an event coordinator. He's no longer a performer.
I mean, I used to do once a week at WTP. We moved to twice a week. But I'm not going to start doing a daily show. It's just like, why are we working so hard? That's not That's why I got out of working at night.
So let's put it this way. A year later, he's doing the creep off once a week. He's doing 2 WATPs, right? He does point, dabble, point. Every now and then he'll do an emergency show. So you're full of shit. You're full of shit. You remember the emergency show where he has to go up because Stuttering John had snot coming out of his nose, so he had to cover it? Oh my God. John's an idiot. He is an idiot. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Vinny motherfucking Cash came in like the G that he is and just fucking gave you 10 gifted memberships.
Show me the money! Damn! I'm so excited! I'm so excited!
So that is why I am better than everyone in the world. Kiss my ass and suck my dick, everyone.
Vinny Cash's dick. Thank him in the chat, everybody who got a gifted membership. Vinny Cash is the man. I can't wait to hang out with that motherfucker a week from now. I'm going to be in Utah. We're going to be killing it. Vinny, dinner on me, son. I got you. We're going to do it. I also want to thank him as a new $100 sponsor of the Sit Down Zumock podcast. If you want to be a $100 sponsor, what do? Pretty simple. You go to patreon.com, sign up for the $100 tier. What does that get you? I'll tell you what it gets you. You want to promote something? You want to push something? Let me know. Send me a DM. I'll also send you out a Zumock Mania shirt and stickers, and we will promote the shit out of it. Like SilkCityHotSauce.com. Use the promo code SHARK or Zumock. Get 15% off your order. And I will have that with me in Utah. And Vinny, you're getting a fucking bottle of the Mud Shark Madness. New label coming. Shout out to Jeff Levine. Actually, use the promo code ROCKB to get 15% off because Ray doesn't have a hot sauce anymore because it didn't sell, Ray. Nobody gave a fuck about your hot sauce. You went on Jim and Sam, didn't know what was in it, never tried it, didn't even know the fucking promo code. But I want to give a shout out to all the $100 sponsors here. I want to give a shout out to Ken Mosca. I want to give a shout out to Jared Thompson. I want to give a shout out to Stu John, Twinkle Ho 99, Randy P, Jack, Anthony, Craig T, Big Papa, Silk City Hot Sauce, and Vinny Cash himself. You guys are the $100 sponsors. Hit me up. Take care of them. You guys are doing the Lord's work. I'm feeling good. Woo! Yeah. Flowing. Here I'm a going. My name is Chad Z, and I know what you're knowing. Yeah. It's only Thursday, baby. I'm doing great. All right, that's enough. Carlos Danger, everybody. We just played his clip from Insufferable Bastards, the podcast he gave up on. He's a quitter. Thank you for the clip. Justice for Colt C. Why? What happened? Did he get pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt? You get it, Colt. I did that joke for one person. Thursday. I know it's Thursday. What did I say? Friday? Did I say Wednesday? I know it's Thursday. I fucked up. Peter Sky Parker's here. What the hell happened to him? I guess he was in fucking where was he at? Oh, the Hackamania. Where he's like, I miss Peter Sky Parker. The Vinny Cash tier is like the black or premium card. It's backstage VIP lounge tier. Oh, we'll be doing it up in Salt Lake City. It's going down. Salt Lake is going down, son. That's going to be VIP only. If you want to hang out with me and Cash, you're going to have to fucking have a lanyard. Hey, Patrick Melton, if you're watching, can you get me a lanyard? Where do you get your lanyards for your events? Patrick, can I have some balloons for our show in Utah? Can we have some balloons? Where did you rent your chairs? I want to know. I want to be a party planner. I want to be a party planner, an event coordinator. I want to do that. I'm not a performer anymore. I'm not a stand-up. I'm not a podcaster. I'm a party planner, event coordinator. Show me the way, Melton. Let me be your apprentice. I want to be your Anakin Skywalker to event coordinating and party planning. I want to know how to buy balloons. Okay? Show me the way. Teach me how to do an event and have Ray DeVito as talent, who sold no tickets, and Pat Dixon. How do you do it? How do you do it? I need to know. I want a Moody. I want a guy I can boss around and go get food for me. Oh, yeah. You want me to read the review? Here we go. This is from my inside guy. This is from Hackamania. After the first comic set, and I use that comic term loosely, the entire set was a 15-minute bit about how he wants to fuck terminally ill people. I don't get it. Guys like Ray, Earl, and Karl start walking in. This is no exaggeration. When Karl walked in, you would have thought it was Donald Trump. Nerdy guys jumped up to greet him, fist bump him, shake hands, like he was the megastar of Hackamania. I got severe secondhand embarrassment watching this. Ray goes on and does nothing but crowd work, plays to the Dabbleverse nerds, and gets cheers. Keep in mind, I went with someone who had zero idea who Ray or Karl was, or NLO for that matter. Never heard of any of this. And they kept asking, what the fuck is Dabbleverse? What is this? What the fuck are they talking about? This was Ray's entire set until he tried his own material where he got nothing. Also during Ray's set, Melton was in the back flashing the light, telling Ray to get off stage. He tried getting Ray off the stage 2 times before the third time he started stomping, thrashing his arms around, wailing because Ray wouldn't listen, and then he stormed off, huffing and puffing before Ray finally got off the stage. I go to the bathroom. There was one in the entire venue. What? Oh, one bathroom in the entire venue. I took a piss, and before I could even finish, I was offered shrooms and coke by a complete stranger. All right, well, that's fine. Was it Nick Rekieta? In between sets, the guy who was hosting kept mentioning, that's probably Vinny Paulino, kept mentioning there's food trucks outside and everyone needs to check them out every 10 to 15 minutes. He wouldn't shut the fuck up about the food trucks, just talking about the food trucks. So I go outside. There's 0 people at the food trucks. The rest of the stand-up show you've likely saw and know how terrible it was. But inside the room was completely dead. I felt bad for Earl because he was the only one there with a real set, but the nerds only wanted Zumock and MLC and steel toe jokes. That's it. Saturday, Rock Bottom Podcast was the first show of the day. Call me a fool, but once again, I thought there'd be a bigger turnout. It was the least turned out event of the weekend. I walk inside, no one even asked for tickets or a lanyard. I literally could have got in free to this event. Anybody could have. Let's just all assume they recognize all 40 of the people who attended the night before and remembered me. We'll just assume that. Once again, place completely dead. No one at the bar. No one hanging out. I walked up to the bar to get beer, and all of a sudden, Melton's henchman, Moody, runs in hysterically and asks in a demeaning manner if he can cut in line in front of me. Like almost like he was a celebrity. I said, sure. Couldn't figure out why the urgency, but there was literally no one else waiting, but whatever, go ahead. He tells the bartender, Moody tells the bartender he needs 2 Diet Cokes, one for the boss. One for the boss. And he was referring to Melton, obviously. Bartender pulls 2 glasses, fills them with ice, starts pouring them. Moody says, oh, wait. It needs to be light on ice. Like a complete prima donna. Bartender is visibly upset and mad, throws one of the Cokes out, dumps the other glass, gets another glass, fills it with a quarter of ice, looks at Moody for approval. Moody just goes, yes, that's how, and finishes that and moves on. Bartender looks super pissed and says, We went over this yesterday. I don't operate audio equipment because I guess they were complaining about the audio and all this. So they're bothering the bartender about the technical problems in the PA system. Moody didn't care. He just said, yeah, so turn it down. He walked away. He wanted the music from inside the bar turned down. The bartender turned to me and said, these guys have no clue what they're doing. We told them multiple times our venue isn't a podcast studio. It's equipped to do what they are looking for, and they should have went elsewhere if it wasn't equipped for all the things they need. Obviously curious, I asked the guy if they've been a pain in the ass. He said 100%. They've been asking for shit that's not in their contract, demanding last-minute adjustments, and act as if we booked this place out full for the entire weekend. So in summary, the venue was not happy with these dorks. I go into the room. The smell was even worse from the night before. It was almost like they had absolutely no idea and no one showered. Ray's podcast starts, and once again, audio equipment isn't working. Ray's theme can't even play. So he asked the audience to sing it together. Oh, that's cringe because that song stinks. That's from me, by the way. As if we were all super fans and we know that song by heart. No one complies. He quickly moves on. So he tries to get the audience to participate in the singing of his theme song. Nobody wants to play along. Hilarious. Notice right away that Ray's bloated. He's bloated and his face is blotchy and sweating from being hungover the night before. It actually looked like he was stung by a bee. He brings on Karl's brother for some reason and asks for a bunch of inside baseball hacky shit that nobody in the crowd gets. Again, the person I went with asked, what the fuck are they talking about? I watch these terrible shows. I don't even know what the fuck Ray was talking about. It was just all so hacky. Even Dr. Steve goes on and Ray continues to ask a bunch of stupid questions. For what it's worth, throughout the entire event, Dr. Steve has been the only person to grab the mic and speak confidently into it. The only one. Everyone else just screams, Dabbleverse shit, and play to the crowd. Joey C jumps on stage, tons of technical problems. You can't hear what he's saying. Screen's not working. Super chat's coming in, not working. Mic's not working. Between this and the fact that I developed a severe migraine while being nauseated by the disgusting smells of the venue. I said, fuck it. I tapped out for the night. I left. Forgot to mention Saturday morning, I seen Ray sitting in the hotel cafe by himself. I loudly yell, is that Ray DeVito? As I walked by, Ray's head snapped back so fucking fast to see who recognized him. I thought he was going to have a chiropractor check him out after he was looking around, excited that someone recognized him. And it goes on and on and on, but here it goes. Once again, Melton's henchman Moody is running all over the place, getting shit for Melton. He goes to the pizza place, gets Melton pizza. Goes to the little craft bar, get Melton's drinks. He even goes to this little dessert place and got Melton an order of s'mores mini donuts. He made Moody go get him s'mores mini donuts. It was embarrassing to see how many people worship Karl and Melton. I couldn't understand it and didn't want to be a part of it and any of the ball washing that was going on. There's a lot more details of the shows, the atmosphere, etc. I promise this is 100% fact. This is unbiased. I watch all of this. If there's anything you want to know specifically, let me know. From a crowd standpoint, there was the same 3 to 5 people belly laughing and yelling out NLO references outside his studio. Melton walks around like a nervous wreck the whole time, throwing his hands up, scratching his head. It was almost like he was trying to play a character on his podcast. It goes on and on and on and on. So this is from a guy who's been very consistent with everything in his reviews throughout. He even stuff about Steel Toe that I didn't even know that came into fruition. So they could spin it any way they want, but a lot of people saw it this way. It was a shitty bar gig. And I'm not one of these dummies that went on with the whole bed bug thing. I knew that was fucking nonsense. And I got a lot of reports on that, but I didn't recklessly just go into it like, thank you, Shawnetta, for the Venmo. Says no party for Aaron, nothing to celebrate. Shawnetta loved Earl. That's great to know. Earl, Shawnetta loves you. Spawn says, welcome to the stage, Lucy Typebox. Typebox. Does Melton get an extra donut for the lunch? I love that he sent Moody to get him s'mores donuts. That's great. I love that review. S'mores donuts. We're doing it. We're going long, son. I was expecting to do an hour, and we're already at an hour and a half. I was going to come in, come out, but these gifted memberships got me hard, April. April. Get that cocaine ready. Get on the plane. I'll pick you up. Tampa Airport. Let's party. I got a hot tub. Well, we can go to the Aloft hot tub. Let's get funky. Let's disco. Right, Aaron? Let's go with your new catchphrase. Let's disco. Let's disco. Come on, everybody. It's a disco hype train. We're doing it. Let's disco. Yeah. Disco. Dick Fitzwell's on the hype train. There's $1.99 for USB cable for Utah. I need USB cables now. Does anybody have a USB cable? Does anybody have a USB cable? I need them for Utah. We're running sound. Let's disco. Cocaine. Cocaine. I want cocaine. Give me cocaine. Give me cocaine. I want cocaine. Cocaine, cocaine, yeah. Sis and Poppy's on the disco hype train. Yeah. Citizen Poppy. Disco. Ken Mosca's on the hype train. Ken Mosca hype train. Let's disco, Ken. Woo. Yeah, baby. Yeah! Waivers on the hype train. Yeah, break it down. Hype. We're doing it. Conzilla's on the hype train. Ray DeVito's fat guts on the hype train. Ray's fat, everybody. Hey, you're fat. Promo code ROCKB. Use the promo code ROCKB. Hype train. Let's go. Doodle's on the hype train. Doodle. Waiver, awesome handwork, Z-Man. Yeah, Waver's on the hype train. Great handwork. Better than Nick Rakita's handwork, if you know what I mean. That was great. Fuck yeah, dog. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you, Ken. Give a shout out to Legend, Bill from Jersey, Sis and Poppy, Jeff Closer. You guys were the high rollers today. Holy shit. Vinny Cash says, I got extra USB cables. All right. Well, we're supposed to have the audience. Oh, I guess you're going to be in the audience. I just need them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I think it was just appropriate to ask the audience for USB cables. That's it. Since Melton did. I think that's what you're supposed to do, right? Yeah, baby. I love it. Thanks so much, everybody. And again, if you live in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I know you do, I encourage you guys to come out to the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be fun. But I think once show's sold out, they're all going to sell out. And I'm not saying, I know it's not because of me. So I know the reason why it's because of Nick. But still, it's still fun. And I've been wanting to get out there for forever. Like I remember talking to Vinny via text about getting out there and getting booked. But next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, get your tickets, wiseguycomedy.com. 6 shows, the 14th through the 16th. I'm getting there 2 days prior. It's going to be a blast, son. Get there. Let's do it. Don't stop. Get it. I will. Colt C says, Unblock Colt C. Raymond, hype train. Oh, Raymond? So Ray DeVito blocked you? I love that he's blocking everyone on Twitter. That's fucking great. He's losing his mind. He can't handle it. I love it. Unhinged. One Furious F. Thanks for $20. One Furious F. Chad, this informant wouldn't happen to be Eddie Baker, right? No. By the way, Karl's in homo business, and Melton needs to lighten that hunchback. Rack me. He needs to quit eating those some more donuts, baby. No more some more donuts for you. Do not send Moody out for some more's donuts. No more donuts, dude. Less time, less steel toe, more time exercise. Do something. Go to a deep tissue massage. Let's just massage the fat out of that back. Just work on that back every other day. Just get in there. Press that back down. Let's get the back down. Very doughy. Wait, I think I missed this one. No, I got it. Kongzilla. Thank you very much. Yeah, I only meant to do like an hour. We're going on 2. I appreciate it. Pickle P says, Chad, when you were on MLC with Steel Toe, when he left, do you think he flushed his drugs down the toilet? I don't, Aaron's a douche, but you know what's funny is he's like unapologetic. I mean, he apologizes for it, but he's kind of like he has no tact. Like he doesn't, like he just says what he says, and he is what he is. He owns that he's a scumbag. Where Karl won't own that he's a scumbag. He thinks he's holier than thou, and he thinks he's better than everybody. So I almost respect Steel Toe more in the sense that he's like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. So what do you want? I'm like, okay, it's kind of like, what are you supposed to say? Like, you. But Karl is just like the worst. Dick Fitzwell says it's a dry humpback. Doodle knows the show very well. You know what it's all about. And the reason why I did so many shows this week is because I'm going to be in Utah next week. I can't promise you as many shows, so I'd like to triple down for the Patreon, get content out there. So even if you can't watch this live, it'll be up for the members. It'll be on Patreon. And thanks to all the Patreons, the new ones that are signing up right now, like Vinny Cash under the $100 tier. We just got one in a couple hours ago. Who was it? Trick Patry, Chrissy Mack, Silver Eagle, Crooklyn Comedy. Thank you very much. But what did we learn? This show's all about learning. You know that. What did you guys learn today? What did we learn? Oh, I love this song. We learned that C thinks Aaron's weird as fuck, but he's fascinated by him. Yeah. We learned Melton's back causes twisters. I just learned that myself. MSO says we learned that Patrick has a mucho back fat. Mucho back fat. Right. Yeah. We learned that Ray is pear-shaped. He is a fat fuck. Ray is a fat fuck. Chad, we learned the second stall at the club in Hackamania had crap all over it and nobody cleaned the shit. We learned the hype train has HIV. I think you're right. I don't think the hype train's ever been checked for HIV. Oh, it's a hype train. There it is. We learned in crowd. The in crowd has Lieutenant-ary. Don't make me learn words. We learned that I'm shopping for some new sweater. What? I can't. What? I learned if you bluff about day drinking, Chad, we'll call you on it. Yes, I will. I worked out today. Is that Melton's back? We learned that if you want to do your own event, you need to bring your own USB cables. John Carson, Chad didn't in Vegas, didn't Ray look like his luggage was lost, so he borrowed clothes from someone and didn't pick quite right? Didn't Melton make fun of the sound at the AC show and then his fucked up? Yes. Hypocrite. Thank you, John. We learned that fatties love Diet Coke. We learned the food truck was liquidated after Melton's third food order on Friday night. Is that where he got the donuts from? Mary Beth Johnson, right in under the wire. We learned E-Rock ruins radio. Yeah, baby. This guy is a radio god. Give it up for E-Rock, everybody. He knows his radio. Woo! E-Rock, suck a dick. When you thought Aaron Emholt was better talent than me. Fuck off. Oh, my God. They want to know if that's Kate Meany, Mary Beth Johnson. No, that's Brian's wife. She doesn't do coke, unlike Kate Meany. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Kate. Go fuck yourself. All right. That's just for the Cleveland audience. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Wait, hold on. Earl says food truck was good, in all honesty. Great burger. What do you work for, Yelp? Gives a fuck. It's over, dude. Move on, Earl.
Hello, lady. Mama.
All right, guys. Bye, Earl. Go subscribe to his channel. Thanks, Doodle. Thanks, T-Gon. Thanks, Spawn. Thanks, C. Thanks, Jeff Closer. Thanks, Ken Mosca. Thanks, to the legend. Thanks to Waver. Thanks to Colt C. Dick Fitzwell. Who else are we missing? Jimmy I. Stevenson. Poncho. Dalish. Colt C. Bill from Jersey. Dislabeled. God bless. Enjoy Kevin. He'll be on at 4 today. Fuck Ray. Don't give him any money. Let's stop it. You're enabling him. He's going to die soon. I'm sorry. And then you're going to make me try to be emotional. I'm going to tell you right now, Ray, I'm not coming to your funeral.